what's going on, everybody? If you're on already, drop a subscription, drop a like, drop a comment, whatever you want to do. But let's jump into the video real quick. We got a bunch of stuff. I am waist high. The comic boxes on either side of me right now in the office. I can't really move too much. I don't even might not be able to see it too well. But I got a couple recent pickups. Nothing too crazy. I got a little key there that we're talking about at the end of the video. But let's jump right into it. Like I said, drop a like, subscribe, helps the algorithm. But we're going to start off with the stuff I picked up at a half-off sale recently. And we'll kick it off at Fantasy 4, number 119. Now, this is a classic FF issue. If you've ever read this one, you know this is the issue where Black Panther dissolves himself from the Black Panther name because of at the time, the Black Panther Party, and instead goes by the Panther. That lasts one issue. That lasts this issue. I don't think they ever talk about it again. But he is, I believe, in Valerian, or Dr. Doom's country. Not Valeria, but is that not Valerian? I'm blanking on the name. But he's locked up in prison, I do believe, there, and Human Torch and the Thing go to bust him out. Fun issue. Classic FF story, and you can't go wrong with classic FF. Then we got Amazing Adventures number 4. This is a great Jack Kirby story. Got the chance to read this one. It's basically this robot is created by this guy, and he's supposed to be like this super smart robot. He's going to cause world peace. He's going to end war. He's going to cause, he's done all these calculations to defeat, world hunger and stuff like that. And there's a smear campaign that robots are going to take over the world. From this one office, and the robot gets ran out of town. He opens up a warehouse with a fake mask, human mask, and eventually they go and they take down the warehouse. He builds himself other robots, and they think, oh man, it's really true. He's gonna take over the world. He's got a bunch of robots, and he goes and he chases the publisher over at a newspaper print that was smearing them, and he chases them off the roof of the building. They land, and he thinks he's killing them, and he rips off the mask. You find out it's a Martian, and Martians planned on invading Earth or something, and the robot would have figured them out, so they started the smear campaign. Just fun little 40s, 50s. Yeah, there's 54, 55, maybe a little bit later was his code, but just fun Jack Kirby goodness with a silly little twist to it. It was a fun book. I liked it. We got Detective Comics 437, the return of Manhunter from the Golden Age into a more modern era of comics, into a 20-cent issue. So that was a cool pickup. I think the Manhunters are going to play a big role in that upcoming Green Lantern show, and I think Manhunter case will be good pickups. Maybe not this one particularly is going to be that big of a deal, but I definitely think Manhunter comics are going to be worth a while. Daredevil 87, Daredevil fighting Electro, just a fun issue. Why not? Dagar, the Invincible, I think this is issue 7. Same thing, fun issue. Gorgeous artwork on the inside of this one. I got a chance to read this as well. Fun. Gotta have fun with the comics, right? You gotta be reading comics. And then I picked this up for $1. I now gotta find issue 1. But Uncle Sam, number 2. I've never read this, but got gorgeous Alex Ross artwork, and I love the Freedom Fighters, so can't go wrong. Now we're gonna jump over to the stuff I picked up from Frankenstein Comics the other day, and that's where I go to pick up my DC. And the only DC book I actually read is the Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. So I got all 3 open order covers. I will eventually get all the covers, but I'm just worried about the open orders right now. I'm not worried about the 1 in 25s, the 1 in 50s, and all that. I'll get them when I get them. And I'm not paying more than ratio. Honestly, I probably won't even pay ratio on them. They're out there. You'll find them if you want them. I would buy them on eBay right now. I assume they're going for ratio plus. I'm just not there on them. And I'll just go through now. I am notorious for, some dealers hate me for this. Some dealers think it's funny. Other dealers understand what I'm doing. But I'm a page counter. When I'm going to buy a book, I'm going to count. If it's an older book especially, I'm going to count the pages. No matter how long it takes me to go through my stack of books, I want to be 100% that everything's attached. I want to be 100%. Now, a book's at a $1 bin, and you see it have 45 at a $1 bin. You're just going to grab it. Right? But if I'm going to spend, $20 or more on a comic, I'm going to open it up. I'm going to make sure the staples are attached to the cover. I'm going to make sure the wraps are attached. I'm going to make sure the wraps are all there and make sure there's no ads cut out. And so I'll go through and I'll count the pages. And Bill, I found a book that was missing a ad page, and Bill just gave it to me. So, why not? Showcase Comics number 56, first appearance of Psycho Pirate in the Silver Age. Psycho Pirate's a pre-existing character from the Golden Age. I do believe they revamped him a little bit here. But this is a great book. It's one of my hunt lists. I'm still looking for a complete copy, but for free, I'm not going to turn it down. So it'll hold a hole in my collection just for now. And why not? Right? You know, eventually I'll buy a better copy and I'll trade that one along to somebody's happy to fill their space with it. So, and then I grabbed a Detective Comics 403, gorgeous Neil Adams cover, and why not? Gorgeous book. And I'm a big Neil Adams fan. Working on, you know, not a short-term goal, definitely a long-term goal, but I kind of buy pretty much anything that Neil Adams has done over the years. He's just he's my favorite artist of all time. Up there, he's probably my number one. But Jack Kirby, you know, Steranko and all those guys they're all in there. Dave Stevens and stuff like that. There's a roster of guys, but Neil Adams has been pretty consistently my number one guy. And even looking at the modern age, Alex Ross is definitely in the front running. And round out the pickups there, we got World's Finest number 111. Now, if you know your World's Finest keys, you know this is first appearance of Clock King. Ridiculous Batman villain. It's just a lot of fun. And it's an issue I've never read, so I'm looking forward to cracking this one open and flipping through it. It's complete. It's got a little bit of smudging up here, but nothing that a little clean can't help. Yeah. It's got some residue on it of something. But I think definitely is an intense game. It looks like a little bit of color lift, though, next to the comic code. But it was cheap enough, and it is just a fun Batman villain. I love picking up the more silly Batman villains. You know, some of them are a little bit expensive, you know, Polka Dot Man and, you know, stuff like that. But like Condiment King, it's $1 book. This is a really cheap book. It's just something fun to keep an eye out for. I think it's silly. But Batman's a silly character. I mean, he's a dude dressed like a bat, punching people. Have fun with it. It's comic book. Now, the other thing that Bill had actually given me, I was there and we were talking about a bunch of different stuff, and I was flipping through a book because I couldn't remember a specific thing for a video I'm working on. As I do the history ofs. I just dropped the history of Nick Fury on the channel a week or two ago. Go check that out if you haven't already. But I've done, you know, Hawkman, the Max, Silver Surfer. I've done all the TMNT crossovers, and then one of my upcoming ones is going to be Grendel by Matt Wagner. Now, I was telling him that I was working on the Grendel video. He goes, "Oh, I've got a perfect thing for you." He pulls this out. Devil by the Deed. Now, this is a great hardcover with an introduction by Alan Moore, written and illustrated by Matt Wagner himself, creator of Grendel. Now, there's something special about this issue. Now, if you're a Grendel fan, you might know that some of these were signed and numbered by the great Matt Wagner. Now, it's funny, I was just looking at stuff online the night before, looking at signed Matt Wagner and original Matt Wagner art online. Not to pull the trigger or anything because I wasn't happy with any of the prices people were asking. And Bill goes, just talk nice about me when I'm gone. And he just gave it to me. So, shout out to Bill over at Frankenstein Comics. Big thank you for you on this one. Great addition to the collection. And I've never read Devil by the Deed, actually, believe it or not. So, there's another one that I'm going to crack open probably tonight and do some reading. So, pretty happy with the pickups over Frankenstein. I'm happy with the half-off pickups. And then recently, I also knocked off another key issue in the FF run. FF number 45. First appearance of the Inhumans. Now, 46 is the first appearance of Black Bolt. I do have that somewhere's back there. Somewhere's. I don't know. It's on my wall, I think. Maybe it's not on the wall. But also, Gorgon does predate this issue. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Triton predates this issue or is in a different issue. Maximus shows up later. But this is, you know, first Inhumans, as you said, so the common Among Us hide the Inhumans, as the story states. But this is a big introduction to a lot of the characters. Now, Inhumans are tricky, though. Because again, Medusa's another one. Medusa shows up in the Frightful Four fairly early on in the FF series alongside, you know, Sandman and a couple other characters in their fourth. Paste Pot Pete, I think, if I remember correctly. You know, I'm trying to remember the fourth character. I can't remember. On the Frightful Four. So Medusa's pre-existing character. Gorgon's a pre-existing character. And then Maximus and Black Bolt come later. Actually, I had no idea about it. I think Triton is in this issue. So, Inhumans are a bit tricky. Now, this is the more expensive one of the list. Black Bolt being a close second. I'm sure the Medusa's up there as well. Actually, I don't know if Medusa and Black Bolt where that lands, just because Medusa's a bit of an older book. And that great cover where they're like hanging down the side of the building. Great issue. But Medusa's a great character. She's also got a classic ASM cover and a bunch of stuff. So the Humans are a bit tricky. Their origins are all in, not all of them, but consistently in the Thor run. There's like a 4-issue arc, backup story of the Inhumans origins. So they're a bit tricky to collect. But this is the book. This is the book you want if you're a Inhumans fan. So I was happy to scratch it off my list. It's a solid 6, I want to say. Solid 6. So, a very nice, presentable copy. It's a book that almost made my list for the year. I probably should have put it on my list just so I could scratch it off. Because so far I haven't scratched off any of them. Any of my 24 books. Now, I kind of expected that. If you haven't already seen my list for the year, there it is. Those are the books that I'm trying to hunt down. Do I expect to find them all? Not at all. It's a very ambitious list. And I've got my price point and my grade point I'm trying to be at in a spreadsheet. So I know what I'm trying to do on them. So the quality stuff's gonna be really tough, and I am picking up one of the books already technically this month. I just haven't paid for it because it's getting pressed and cleaned and all that. But so I'm already kind of knocked one off the list. But it would be nice to knock off a second one, kind of keep with that 2 a month kind of thing. But 24 books is 2024. Why not? If I find them, great. If not, I have a lifetime of collecting ahead of me. But if you enjoyed, follow me here on Facebook and Instagram for more daily content. I've got new stuff coming out every day. I got shorts coming out every day. I post an Instagram and Facebook throughout the week. I do a series called Tales from the Hunt where I talk about going out looking for the stuff, people I ran into, stuff I didn't buy, stuff I might have bought, stories I have, fun stuff like that. So follow me there. And Facebook group Fandoms Unleashed for behind the scenes look at Connor's comics. We got merch. We've had merch for before the channel existed in its entirety. I just forgot to promote it. So I'm working on putting up a website soon so I can actually, you guys can have like a professional point to go look at stuff like this. But hey, we got sweatshirts, we got shirts, we got whatever. Fun stuff like that. Like I said, everything's linked down in the description. And until next time, peace.